Do you guys know how conservatives are all the time running on a platform of I'm pro-freedom, we're pro-freedom, the left, they're not pro-freedom, they're trying to take away your rights, they want to take away your guns, they want to make this country completely just like a communist dictatorship, all that type of special bullshit. Well, we all know that that's not true, but Matt Walsh specifically today is very, 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 very much against universal voting because he doesn't believe that human beings have a right to vote. I don't know why someone would think something like that. I have a couple of ideas, but we're going to listen to Matt Walsh explain why universal voting or the right to vote is not something that is actually a right. Here it is.
These people should not be allowed to vote. I mean,
okay.
You hear people say that in a half-joking way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't believe these people can vote.
Yeah, like my really old, my grandfather says shit like that.
But really, they shouldn't be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they should not be able to vote.
Why?
That should be something that that becomes a serious topic of conversation. Okay, like the kind of thing that comes up at presidential debates. Okay, like an issue that political parties have to deal with in their platforms.
The right to vote? I don't understand how someone like Matt Walsh is going to sit there and rally against universal voting rights or anybody. Number one. So I'm guessing that this segment is coming off the heels of Pennsylvania recently announcing that they are going to start automatic voter registration, which is fucking amazing. That is fucking super huge W for Pennsylvania and Josh Shapiro. Fucking incredible. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Universal voting, yes, 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 yes. Automatic voter registration, yes, yes, yes. One of the best things that I've heard in a long time, actually some good news for once. If you're a human being and you live in this country, you have the right to vote. I don't understand why someone wouldn't have the right. I don't care if you're a felon. I don't care if you are an undocumented immigrant. If you are here and you are a part of this country, you have the right to vote. And I know what a lot of people are going to say, probably say something about what I just said about undocumented immigrants. Guess what, asshole? Undocumented immigrants, they pay taxes. They pay a lot of fucking taxes. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Look up how much undocumented immigrants pay in taxes each year because it is a fuck ton of money. Again, I don't know why anybody would be against universal voting rights. I mean, Matt Walsh could be getting, potentially, if he spun it the right way, but he's a fucking idiot, he could be spinning this and potentially getting more people to vote Republican if that's really what he cares about. If that's really honestly what this issue is here, he could be getting younger people out to the polls and using this as an opportunity to get them to go out and vote Republican. But he's not doing that because he's a bigot, he's trash, and he's just fucking stupid. Let's be honest.
We should really be talking about this. That there are a lot of people who are voting in this country who should not have that right.
That's not what I don't understand. Why? Tell me why, Matt. You can't just say there are people in this country that have the right to vote that should not have the right to vote. Can you give me a legitimate reason why you think that? Or why, not why you think that, why that makes sense is what I should say.
They don't deserve it.
Why? Again, if you're a human, you live here, you have the right to vote. That's how that shit works. You have the right to vote. If I feel like the only reason someone would say that certain people shouldn't have the right to vote is because you're trying to keep marginalized groups. You're trying to suppress their vote. You're trying to make sure that they don't have a voice. So you can keep up this status quo of fucking super weird racist bullshit that you love to do here on your show, Matt. Just come out and say it. Stop being a pussy, man. These conservatives, they make me so fucking pissed. Stop with the dog whistle shit. Just come out and be real about it, man. Tell your audience how you really feel, asshole. Do it. We heard you on that leaked audio. We know you're racist as shit. We knew you were racist before that leaked audio. Come on, man. Come on, Matt. Stop being a bitch.
And as I've tried to explain many times, the right to vote, it is not a God-given right.
You heard what he said. The right to vote is not a God-given right. So I have a tweet here From Matt Walsh. This is Matt Walsh's official account. This is him. He's got 2.5 million followers, just so you guys can see it. Second Amendment, the right to bear arms should not be infringed. The left, sorry, that doesn't mean you can own guns. 14th Amendment, the state cannot deprive anyone of life, liberty, or property without due process. The left, C, clearly says we have a right to abortion. So Matt Walsh thinks that the Second Amendment, which doesn't say anything about guns, is a God-given right. A God-given right to own a firearm. So if the Second Amendment is a God-given right, explain to me how the amendments that allow people to vote aren't God-given rights. Explain to me the 26th Amendment. Explain this stuff to me, Matt. Please. Make it make sense. If the Second Amendment is a God-given right, then voting is a God-given right. Or guns aren't a God-given right, but voting still is. These people are clowns. He just needs to put on the curly, colorful afro and the red nose. This is something I say in all of my videos. I mean, then this content would make sense if they were dressed up like clowns. But since they're not, this shit is incoherent at best.
Guaranteed to everybody, regardless of anything. It's not.
Why? You haven't explained it yet, Matt.
Okay, it's not.
You can't. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even have a fucking reason. That's why he's sitting here stuttering and stumbling like a fucking idiot. Matt, you don't even have a reason ready. This guy just says shit just to say it sometimes, honestly.
It's not fundamental to your human nature that you automatically are entitled to have a say over the political system in your country.
I don't understand. Okay, Matt, can you stop repeating yourself? So far, this guy has only said one thing throughout all of this, and it is voting is not a right. He is yet to explain why he thinks that or why that makes sense. No. He's not going to do that, but he will sit here and continually repeat himself and saying the same thing over and over. This is a nothing burger. This man's entire content and everything at the Daily Wire is it's all like this. It's all trash. You listen to what these people say, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like Ben Shapiro coming up with that equation for, I don't even remember what it was. This is some of the most brainless shit ever. If you really sit down and watch these people, and you can sit through an entire Daily Wire episode of any of the hosts because they fucking plug ads every 10 goddamn minutes. It's wild how many fucking ads they plug during their supposedly super important political talk shows where they're talking about super important political issues. Totally doesn't have anything to do with money. No. It's just, it's completely fucking brainless. And that doesn't just go for Daily Wire. That goes for Blaze, Glenn Beck, fucking your local conservative media. My local conservative media hosts are fucking dummies. I listen to them in the car sometimes and I just sit there and laugh. But, I mean, it's also scary because their rhetoric has real world consequences, and it's always negative. It's always bad. These people's rhetoric is dangerous, and I do like to sit here and make jokes, but
it's not. There are some basic guidelines that should be in place. You should have to earn that right.
No, you shouldn't have to earn the right to vote. Matt, how did you earn the right to vote, Matt? Tell me what you did to earn the right. Tell me what you did to earn the right. I don't think you need to earn the right to begin with, but Matt, tell me what you have done in your life. My computer's screaming at me once again. Tell me what you did in your life. Tell me what you did, you privileged asshole, to earn your right to vote. Please do explain, Matt. Please do explain.
Not everybody should have it.
Okay. Oh my God, dude. Holy fucking shit. I can't listen to him anymore. I just can't. This is 1 minute and 42 seconds. And do you want to know what he has said the entire time? Voting is not a right. That's it. He hasn't explained why. He has not explained why.
And it is so incredibly obvious that if you are an absolute oblivious moron,
Matt, go say that stuff and look in the mirror, Matt, please. Please, for me. Do it for me, Matt, please.
Knows nothing about your own country or the political or the
Dude, go fucking get it out, man. It's like I said, this guy doesn't have shit. He doesn't even have a reason. He can't even fathom. And you know all of the hoops and rings Daily Wire hosts like to jump to try to make a point. He doesn't even have a reason in his head. He cannot even fathom one of the most outlandish bullshit reasons. as to why he's saying this. He doesn't even believe it himself. He literally doesn't even believe it. That's why he doesn't have anything. That's why he won't explain it.
Government that runs it, then you shouldn't have any say over it.
Okay, Matt. So according to Matt Walsh, if you don't know about the government, you should not have the right to vote. So Matt, again, tell me how we're going to gauge that. Please do tell me how we're going to gauge that. And also, Matt, please do tell me, what did you do to earn that right to vote? I need you to explain it again because you didn't explain it in that clip. So, if anyone from the Daily Wire is watching this for any reason at all, I mean, probably not going to happen, but if someone is, go down into my comments, please, and tell me what makes Matt Walsh so special that he earned his right to vote. That's going to be it for the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And guys, go down in the comments, let me know what you thought of Matt Walsh.